In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the self-propelled drive cable on this Husqvarna rear-wheel drive push mower. It's an easy job that you can do yourself at home and save a little bit of money. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive right in. We're going to go ahead and start with the engagement levers up on the handlebars. I've taken them off of the handlebars and put them on this table to make it easy to see and work on. All I did was take out these 3 screws right here, and this bracket came off, and that's all I've done so far. All right, so let's take these other 3 screws out. They are T20 in size. And just go ahead and pull the cover off slowly. Pull this off right here. And we have our cable. Just pop it out of its groove right there. That, like so, and then it will pop out of there just like that. That's all there is to that. All right, now that we've got our levers loose, let's go ahead and cut any wire ties that might be present down the handle so we can free up the cable right here. Now the rest of the cable goes in through the lawnmower body right here through this grommet, and it hooks to the transmission inside of here. So in order to get to that, it's a little bit, of a job, not too bad. We got to take the wheels off, and we got to take this plastic discharge chute apart where the grass comes out, and we got to pull that out of there to get to everything. So not a big deal. All right, so let's go ahead and get our wheel off. This one takes a 9/16. Now, if it's a little bit hard to come off, just wiggle it back and forth, and that'll usually break it loose. Now, if your wheels don't ride very smooth or push, chances are your axle shaft needs to be cleaned up and a little bit of light lubrication added back on there, and they'll roll smooth again. Okay, so in order to get the discharge chute out of the back, we got to take the 3 screws out that are on each side behind the wheels. Now, if you notice, we can't see the screws right now because the wheel's in the way. So all we got to do is take the height lever and roll this around like so and roll it out of the way. That's why we had to take the wheel off, because it's a little bit big and it blocks the bottom screw. Now these top 2 screws are a Torx 45, and the bottom one is just a 3/8. Now this bottom screw is going to be kind of longer because it has a pin built into it that holds on your grass flap right here. So just pull that out of there like that. All right, we have an exact mirror image of this on the other side, so I'm going to take the other wheel off over there and undo those 3 screws. So I've just got this bar right here to hold that flap up out of the way, and then this is all ready to go. I've got all the bolts out of it, and just take that and set it aside. All right, so go ahead and pull the slack out of the cable. That'll give us some room in there. And I'm going to go ahead and take this little bracket off, the belt guard. It'll just make it so much easier to get to where the cable connects at. You really don't have to. Let's take this spring off of the side right there. It's like a little return spring. You don't have to, but it makes it so much easier to get to where this connects, especially when you go to hook the cable back up. And go ahead and take that belt off of there. And now we can flip the whole thing up and get to our connection point and just undo it right there. Next, go ahead and take a pair of pliers and just squeeze that grommet and pull it on out of there. If you're finding any value in this video, please click that like button below and subscribe to this channel. I come out with videos like this as often as I can. Okay, so back to the video. All right, got my new cable here. Now I'll post the part number in the description. Just make sure and look up your model number to make sure that this part number will work on your mower. I'm going to go ahead and speed things up a bit because we're just showing the same thing I already just showed you, and then we'll be back for a little test at the end. All right, so before we test this thing, we need to adjust the cable, and this is entirely too tight. I don't feel any movement at all in the cable. So there's just a little 3/8 screw right here. Just grab a hold of the cable so you can hold it from turning, and we're going to turn that in, and this is going to loosen that for us. All right, let's give that a shot. Oh yeah, there we go. See, when we squeeze it, we're not quite all the way to the handlebar, and that's about where you want it. You don't want your hand way out here. You'll get tired pretty quick. So you can kind of squeeze it more like that and make a fist out of it. So that's pretty good right there. Let's go give it a shot. All right, let's see what happens here. Runs like a champ. Hope this video was helpful for you. Thanks for watching.